we back? We're so back. We are back. Yeah. I look forward to this moment. And here we are. Sorry, I'm not yet at my desk, okay? So I'm in the living room and I'm not yet at my desk. I still have to build the desk. We had a crazy day. I know the lighting isn't perfect. I will actually try maybe to put another light on so I have some more light coming from the front. But I'm not at my desk, just so you know. So at a later stage, I will have some more light. Let me get some more light here. One second. Ow. Okay, better. Ooh, okay. So, what's up, everyone from France? We have arrived after a 3-day road trip from the Netherlands to the south of France. And we are still setting things up. We're in the apartment. It is a furnished apartment because it makes it easier to move countries, right? To have a furnished apartment. So most of the stuff that's in the apartment was already here, like the clock behind me, that one there. So you can see how late it is now here in France. I'm not in my office. I'm actually in the living room, sitting at the dinner table here. Beautiful view on my right, which you can't see because the laptop is here. And that is where we are live tonight. So good to have you all here. Now, I only have one screen at the moment. I did set up, or not set up. I do have my big screen with me as a second screen, but as mentioned, I still have to set up my desk in my office. It's not yet done, still in pieces. Still need to put everything together, but that's stuff for tomorrow. I just wanted to go live, right? So let me prepare the screen because I only have one screen, which means that what you see is what I see in a second, which is right now all up. So there you go. So now you should be able to see me. Okay, yeah, perfect. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to move some stuff. Okay, one second. I'm going to move some stuff around here. Put this to the left. Alt2. Put the chat in the window as well so that you can always see how far I am with chat. Put it above my webcam. That's a bit too little. I mean, this works, no? This works. I have the chat in the screen. I like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. And then make my webcam. It's a bigger webcam today. You deserve it. You have not seen me for a few days. Not that live streams are about my face. Okay, well, there we go. Perfectionizing. I mean, whatever. I'm not a professional streamer, am I? So this works. We good. Okay. So beautiful. So what I see is what you see. So when I put OBS away, then we can see the chart. Okay, what's up, everyone? Good to have you here. I'm a professional. I'm such a professional. Oh, man. Ozan, by the way, welcome to Silver. Send me or fill in the how is it called? I'm so wasted. I'm so tired. Not wasted from alcohol, as I don't drink. But what we should have is this. Copy the link, and Mr. Ozan, make sure to fill in this, and I'll get you sorted. Welcome, Ozan, and also Morgan. I saw it during the timer. Cheers. Welcome to Bronze. Yo, Solid Fab Jeroen. Goed dat je erbij bent. Paul Meet, bienvenue en France. J'ai parlé un petit peu français. I've met some French people now and then and try to speak as much French as I can. It's fun, it's fun. It's good to try. The hero we need at these times. We're going to analyze the chart, everyone. We're going to make some sense out of it. Seriga, welcome. Good to have you here. I will answer that question in a second as I get many of these questions like right now. Paul Meet, Trading Queen. Answer this soon. Adam, I put your baguette in the start screen just now. Look. There it is. There it is. I might actually wait. Let me do this. Image. Add an image here. Baguette. Cheers to Adam. Adam took the time to design a baguette with my name. So we're gonna have this in the corner of my webcam, so that everyone knows. First of all, I'm in France. Second. Full screen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. Made by Adam. Hamza, welcome. Pierre, nice to have you here. So everyone, I met up with Pierre, Pierre Kessler, Outdoor Media. What an amazing guy. I had lunch with him as his wife and his kids were there as well, and I sent a picture of us in the Koens update section. So here's Pierre and myself in Avignon. This is Le Pont or De Pont of Avignon. You may know the song Sur le Pont l'Avignon. Yeah. Pierre invited us to come over and meet him in Avignon and have some lunch, and it was great. We had a great time, great talking to Pierre, and it's also again just realizing there's of course real people, real personalities, young and old, on the other side of the webcam. I love meeting you guys. I love meeting Pierre. It's awesome. He's living relatively close, only a few hours. And tomorrow I'll meet up with Don Kale. He's in the community as well. Or not tomorrow, on Sunday. And with Don Kale on Sunday, I'm going to go go-karting in Hyères, which is going to be very exciting. So I love meeting up and meeting all of you. So yeah, really cool, really cool, really cool. Bettina, good to have you here. Booma boom. Dasek MLT90. Adam, the designer of the baguette that's on the stream. Matthias, welcome. Errol, Marie, hope you had an awesome trick. I'll answer this in a second. A little bit more detail about the trip that we had. It's a bagel. Oh, it looked like a baguette. Oh, well, never mind. I just say it's a baguette. Yessa, good to have you here as well. Thanks for being here, everyone. After a few days of silence because of the road trip. Showa, Ozan. Ooh, there we go. Mark, goed dat je erbij bent. Also, thanks Jeroen, Mark, as well as maybe a Band-Aid for taking care of everything when I was away. I really appreciate that. So, thanks a lot for being there in case anyone had questions or there were scammers or whatever it is. So, cheers, guys. Exactly, MLT90. Parames, welcome. Good to have you here. The dog is walking you. To Lucian, welcome. Kellerman, good to have you here. Bonsoir, everyone. Alexandra Boudreau, good to have you here. Seymour Litty from the Otter Gang. How are you doing? How are you doing, everyone? So in this live stream, what we're going to cover is the following. First of all, I will shortly talk about the road trip. Second, we're going to cover Elliott waves. And third, we do some chatting and Q&A. Now, I don't want to make it too late because we had a crazy day, and tomorrow morning we want to get up early because we want to go for a run. So, I mean, I kind of know a little bit, of course, about Nice. I've been here on holiday many times with my parents back in the day when I was a kid. But we want to explore, we want to see some stuff, so we want to get up early and, when it's not too warm, explore the area, go for a run. So, not planning to make it too late. But Roller, good to have you here. So let's start. Can you see everything okay? Yeah, okay, cool. So first of all, for the people that don't know, in the past 3 days, I traveled from the Netherlands to France as I moved to the south of France. So I moved out of the Netherlands and now living in the south of France. So we had a 3-day road trip. We got a nice apartment here in Nice, which is great, really awesome. And we still have to set some stuff up, like my desk. So I'm now sitting in the living room. But yeah, we had a 3-day road trip. On day 1, we went from the Netherlands to the Champagne area, which is, I don't really have to explain what the Champagne area is. I suppose that is where the champagne comes from that you drink on your tables, in your glasses. And really awesome to visit Moët Chandon, a very well-known brand, as well as Mercier, which is a smaller brand, mainly famous in France. And some of the champagne of Mercier can only be bought at that shop, which is really cool. So we bought a few bottles there, just for the fact it's so unique to only buy a bottle where you can in that particular shop. And we're going to enjoy it. We do have to drink it in less than 2 years, though. It's a Blanc Noir or something. Blanc de Noir, yeah. And what was the other one? Brut Reserve, yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was cool. We did a tour in the caves of Champagne as well, which was awesome. And that is also, by the way, where we made this picture. This was at the end of the tour in front of the sign in the caves, 13 meters below the ground, pretty much. We went in a electric train and had a tour in the Mercier wine gallery, I suppose, or wine storage, whatever, where they store it. After the Champagne area, we went to Lyon. That's where we had our second stay over. And during that trip, that is where we met up with Pierre, had lunch with Pierre and his family, which was awesome. Stayed there for about 2 hours or something in Avignon. Really cool. And then we also went to the lavender fields. And I know this is a black and white picture. I just screenshotted it from Instagram because my wife put it online. But the lavender fields, really cool, very nice. And then we continued to Lyon, where we ate in this restaurant, which is definitely Carmelo, I think it was. 1 second, Carmelo, Lyon. Oh, here, Carmelo. Guys, if you are in Nice, I'm not affiliated to this restaurant, by the way. I don't get anything from mentioning this, but I'm just talking about my trip, and we ate here. We had no idea. We just Googled. This restaurant is amazing. It is insane. It's Italian. We had a nice truffle pasta. But the decor and the size of it's all the same restaurant. Like, there is no spot on the wall that is not decorated in this place, and it is so big. It is so big. This restaurant is insane. Very good experience here, and yeah, I can definitely recommend to visit this place. You know, say hi to them. But yeah. That is where we had dinner. And after sleeping over in Lyon, we then had our final trip to Nice. And oh wait, the lavender fields was actually on the final day. So we went to Valençol, and then we drove to Nice. And today we delivered the car. We gave the car back to the airport. We just made sure we wanted to go as light as possible. Less is more. So the less you own, the less shit you have. So we literally got rid of everything in the Netherlands. Like you know, just we absolutely minimized our travel. Just get rid of all the shit. And go as light as possible, and then just buy everything new here. Just basically start a new life, like everything we buy just new here. So, but yeah, that's gonna happen in the upcoming days. So yeah, that's the trip. That's the trip, and it was great. Yep, that's the plan, Mark. That's the plan. We just want to get out there. CDMs, good to have you here. Welcome. What's up? WAFA, it is over. I will talk to you about some of the updates that I have shared the past few days as well. Oh, by the way, we also have internet. I got orange based on your recommendation. Many people in chat said, just go make it simple, go for orange. And that's what I did. So we have, it's currently Wi-Fi. I get a repeater, like an extra thing for my office. So we should have some nice connection and a good connection. So let's start with the analysis, shall we? Okay. So the past couple of days, as mentioned, I, due to traveling, did not have the time to update you all about just videos, making content about Bitcoin. But in silver, I did continue to analyze the chart and provide some updates in silver because text is easier than video. So what I will cover in the stream here is also, of course, some of the scenarios that I had. Let me remove some of these folders. Okay, and okay, we can remove these. Have a look at CVD as well. Refresh. New template of CVD, by the way, is coming soon. I'm gonna test this probably in the upcoming few days and then share it. Okay. So let's go to the daily and start here, no? Or are we going to go top down and do the weekly? No, let's do the daily, not the weekly. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's start with this one. Yo, see you, Jeroen. See you, man. Well, have a good night. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Let's make this a travel channel. Exactly. Screw technical analysis. Let's only talk about restaurants and. No, I love Elliott waves. I have been like trading, but it swings. So I was already in a swing short, and from the high, I had limits set, and it just reduces the stress. Gotta say. Okay. I actually want to start with this scenario just because I then have this ABC on my chart. So we're going to start with the analysis at minute. What minute are we? Are we live? Oh, it's on my, where is it? Live streaming minute. Where are we? 2023. Welcome all 97 of you. Good to have you here, or 99 almost. We'll skip the ads. We're going to start the analysis, no? Okay, so let's get this going. That's better. Okay, on the daily time frame, we are looking, or highest probability is that we have a finished three-wave corrective structure, right? So that hasn't changed. We hit the most common target area for a wave C, or a wave Y for that matter, but for a wave C, which is the 1-to-1 trend-based fib extension taken from the start to the end of A to the end of your wave B, right? So that was quite perfect. And from there, after touching it twice, we moved towards the upside. Now there is two ways to count this impulsive structure, and the one might be more preferred than the other, but we'll get to that, right? So on a daily time frame, your first structure is that the high here is your wave 1 or your wave A. Your wave A fits a bearish scenario, by the way, which I'll cover in a second. Your wave 1 is of course bullish. 1, 2, 3, and the moon is the target, no? But in a wave A, B, C, you look for a retracement after. We'll get to that, okay? But the, I suppose, short-term scenario in the upcoming days and the first, probably the upcoming 2, 3, 4 weeks is going to be similar from an Elliott wave perspective. Now, your minimum time target, preferably, is the 3A2 fib time, taken from the start to the end of your 1 or A, which is the 7th of August. So in other words, preferably your wave B or your wave 2 is ending after the 7th of August. your most common target area for your wave 2 is the 05 to the 786, 61.8, 57K. It's also, by the way, for a wave B most common, but still the 382 for a wave 2 is uncommon, while for a wave B, the 382 is also common. The 886 is a level you do not want to hit for a wave 2. You do want to hit it, or you don't mind hitting it for a wave B, because the 886 for a wave B is perfectly fine, right? But for a wave 2, your most common target is here. That's the green box to the downside. Now, when we look at some of the support resistance areas, then I open up my targets here. So, of course, it becomes a little bit cluttery, but we have lost this support resistance area, moved down. It held for support a little bit on the 31st of July. Then we fell down, hit the 6-hour gap top almost to the dollar, like amazing, right? It just touched wick to the upside, retested support into resistance, and now we're back down at the 6-hour gap again. Has to be said that the more often you test a gap, the weaker the gap becomes, the higher the probabilities to fill the gap. Now this is a 6-hour gap, right? So that is the gap we are talking about. To the downside, if I open all of my levels, you can see we have one daily naked point of control at 60.1K. And then we go down to 57.8K. Right, that's where your weekly naked point of control is. Interesting support for sure. Also still inside the green box, you see? So you can go down pretty far and have no problems for this bullish scenario to be invalidated. The invalidation is 53.5K, no? Hodl Crypto, what's up, man? Boris, Anita, welcome, welcome. Samsung, introducing August 7, offer Bitcoin. It could be a nice, interesting news day. Talking about news, actually, I haven't checked the news. Okay, we good here. So Friday, August 2nd. Oh, that's today. So we had some news today. Monday, bit of news, 5, and then 13. Okay, but it's good to remember 7. It's good to remember 7. Thanks for letting me know, Samsung. Always good to know. Okay, so this is your scenario 1, right? Serdar, welcome. Good to have you here. Okay. Similar scenario, but a little bit different. I do want to explain this, because in this case, we have a finished AO1 here at this high. And this becomes a wave B, sorry, a nice one, in a flat structure. Now, what changes, right? What's the difference? Because here we are then looking for a flat in an A, B, C and continue up in either 3 or C. The minimum time has been reached, right? We are now ranging after the 382 fib time taken from the low to the high of 1 or A. So that's good. Now, what's the difference? In this case, we look for 2 or B to be a flat structure, A, B, C, right? Your common target area is a little lower because now you take the fibs from the low to this high instead of this high here. So your common target is 61K to 56.7. The 382, where we are right now, is uncommon for wave 2. Perfectly fine for B, 62.7K, right? That's where we are now, so far holding. And the 886 at 55.2, you don't really want to hit that, no? So the difference here is you're looking for a flat ABC compared to this scenario where commonly in wave B or 2 you look for a zigzag 535. So this then becomes a 5 impulse correction and another 5 towards the downside to then end after your 382. Zigzags are common corrective structures. Wave 2 is most commonly a flat or a zigzag, right? And for a wave B, a zigzag is also a common structure, right? Generally, the simple structures are most common, being a zigzag, a flat structure, or a triangle structure. But I would personally put triangle on 3, and then zigzag on 1 and flat on 2, or zigzag 1 and 2 share position, and triangle zigzag and a flat on 1, and then triangle on 2. Triangle is, in my opinion, less common than a zigzag or a flat, based on my experience. But that is basically the difference between the two scenarios. Besides, of course, the target being slightly different, it's the structure. A flat ABC versus a zigzag ABC. Now that all depends on this move up, by the way, on the 4-hour time frame, which we'll visit now. Because if this is a 5-wave impulsive structure, we have to count this as the end of your wave 1 or A and look for a bigger corrective move down and continue up. If, however, probabilities are higher, this move is a 3-wave structure, we're going to be looking for a wave B, and then this move to the downside, a wave C, which is an impulsive structure, 5-wave move, right? And then move up immediately. So in other words, here we look for this. Oh, that's really high. Right? And in this scenario, you look for that. That's the difference. So in both cases, we are eventually looking for that bounce towards the upside, right? We are looking for a retracement back up and then continue down or continue up. But this move to the upside that we'll eventually wait for, that we, sooner or later we'll get it. Yeah? Once we get that retracement to the upside, what's going to impact the probabilities for these two scenarios is if this move to the upside is an impulse, a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or a 3-wave corrective structure. If this move up is going to be a 3-wave corrective structure, zigzag, flat, triangle, WXY, then we look for another leg down before moving up. Bigger sideways correction. If this is an impulsive structure, right, we look for continuation. That's the difference. I mean, at the same time, this is pretty much the confluence between the two scenarios, honestly. Right? Another important area on the chart for support is very simplistic, this support resistance area. Right, to the downside here between 59.2 and 60.4K. You can see it's been an important area in the past. Might become an important area again. Flotti. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Lol, I still got to practice. Yo, bonsoir, Flotti. How you doing, man? Guten Abend. Guten Abend. We are also on the monthly close and open. Oh, good point. Let's see. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, you are on the monthly here. I didn't add it on my chart earlier today because we already hit it immediately. So the moment it's hit, I generally remove my levels. Okay, let's zoom in. First of all, we go to the 4-hour time frame. Right? Now we're going to observe the flat. Because the question is 3-wave or 5-wave. So for a flat, you're looking for this. By the way, let me this might be again very detailed and confusing. Probabilities are higher to look for a retracement and still take out the high, right? Let that be clear. The question is, probability-wise, do we continue up or do we have one more move and then continue up, right? Because we are looking for a retracement. Now, we did have the 886 at the low here, by the way, right? We got an 886 touch, so the probabilities are higher to still take out this low at some point. If you would now move impulsive to the upside, and do this, probabilities are higher this move up is a wave C or a wave Y. And you go down once again. Right? So the fact you hit the 886 down here increases the probabilities to still sooner or later take out this low. In other words, it's actually, funny enough, more bearish to first move up because you still expect another leg towards the downside compared to taking the low first and then you have the potential to continue towards the upside, right? Right. Okay, so inside your wave 2 or B, in your most bullish scenario, you're looking for a flat in an A, B, and then a wave C. Wave B has to be a three-wave structure, A, B, C, where this is the common target for B, which has been touched, and you look for an impulse down. No? Now, the minimum target for a wave C is the low of your A, which has been touched, or at least passed. It has been taken, so that is positive. However, if this low is the low of your C, and therefore the end of your 2 or B, and you now look for a big move up in a wave 3 or C, doesn't matter, you're going to take this high anyway, right? You're going to be looking for an impulse to the upside, a 5-wave structure. And cheers, Galaxy S20. Now, if you're looking for an impulse, meaning wave 1, 2, 3, the common target for your wave 2 taken from the low to the high of 1 is between the 05 and the 786. $63.9K to $62.9K. The 886 is very rare for a wave 2, right? It's very uncommon for a wave 2 to find support on an 886 and move up in a wave 3. It happens. It happened at 56K, when 56K many weeks ago. It happens. It's just low probabilities, right? And that's what we can trade. We trade the probabilities, no? That's all we can do. So probability-wise, low probabilities that this low here is a wave 2 low. And if you do get a move up, low probabilities, you are looking for a wave 3. High probabilities to take out this low at least one more time. Minimum. Even if you do move towards the upside here, probabilities are higher that this is going to be a wave A, a wave B, and a wave C, and you go down after to take out the low. So in other words, the probabilities locally on a 1 hour time frame, right, are higher to still take out this low at some point, right? Of course, I will hear people say, but Koen, we also touched the 886 at the high here, right? And that is correct. But the 886 that is important is this one. Because you're now looking for the end of your 2 or B and a continuation up in a C or 3. So you want to see impulsive structures. You want to be able to count an impulse with high probabilities, which means you don't want to see a wave 2 going to the 886. This is the one that matters here, right? That's the one that matters the most. So in other words, probability is high to sooner or later take out this low. In other words, the probabilities are low for this to be the end of your wave C for a flat. So you still got to move lower. This then leads to some live analysis, because I haven't had the time to do this yet, but I think we touched the 618. Yeah, so we did touch that one. We touched that one. And we also touched this one. And that is important. So the reason I checked this is because this move to the upside hit the 618 taken from this high, or this high to the low. It pretty much invalidates this move up being a wave 4. And this move down being a wave 5. Which, in other words, reduces the probabilities that this move down now here, including this part, is a wave C of a flat ABC, because a wave C has to be a 5-wave structure. You want it to end here for then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 end. That is your preferred flat, no? Now we can start talking about complex structures, but I don't want to do that just yet, to be honest, where you then have a W, you look for X, and you look for Y. I don't want to make things too complex, honestly. Let's make this green. So in this case, you then have your flat in W, you look for X and then a wave Y, but it's too early to talk about this. In other words, at the moment, right, based on the information that we have, the probabilities are not high for the flat ABC, because preferably you would end your wave C here in a 5-wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you start a new 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2 not touching the 886, but we touch the 886, and that's what impacts the probabilities to still take out the low. No? Now again, be mindful, we are also touching the gap multiple times, so it increases the probabilities to fill the 6-hour gap, not the CME gap. It's still a bit lower. Okay? So in other words, by the way, this also increases the probabilities that this is a 5-wave structure, because when the probabilities for a flat decrease in ABC due to the 886 touch we have here and the lower probabilities of an impulse up, it increases the probabilities as well for your impulse to end at the high and to look for this, an ABC, or maybe your A is finished, you got your B, and you're now looking for another leg to the downside. No, so in other words, a zigzag. I don't want to make things too complex, but the two scenarios that have a higher probability than a finished flat here and now move up impulsively is a sideways W, X, Y continue up, higher probabilities than a finished structure and up for new highs, right? Or at least a wave 3. You can always have new highs, but up for a wave 3 or C. So a continuation where this flat is only your first structure, or wave A, wave B, wave C. So in other words, the probabilities are higher. We are looking for more downside, because on the 4-hour time frame we are looking for either this or this, and that is the beautiful confluence in Elliott waves, right? So here we then have your finished impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, finish your 1 ABC zigzag to the downside in your wave 2, looking for deeper targets preferably, and then move towards the upside. The common target area for your wave B is between the 382 and the 886, 65.1, 69.1. Right, we touched the 382 as you can see. Preferably, however, your wave B does take a bit more time compared to what it has done so far. So we can count an impulse down here and an A, perfect. So preferably in wave B, either take the lows and then move up as a swing failure pattern, or move up directly. Preferably, we do see a move up for wave B to make wave B a bit of a larger structure, right? So a bigger range in B. If we take a fib time, I will summarize all of this, by the way. I will targets and stuff, I will summarize all of this. So if we take a fib time from the start to the end of A, toggle on the 382, preferably your wave B finishes after, well, pretty much 11 p.m. tonight. But if it is down here, it's not finishing anything, right? So we preferably either look for a flat in then B or a zigzag in B, and then move down still in your wave C to the downside. No? Okay. So that being said, let's summarize and talk about the targets as well, right? So on the daily time frame, right? on the daily time frame, the probabilities are higher that we have a finished 3-wave corrective structure, and we are looking for a wave 1 or A to the upside, a wave 2 or B to the downside, and continue up. Take the high one more time in your wave 3 or C. The structure is the same for 1, 2, 3 or A, B, C. It's impulse, correction, impulse to take out the high. That is currently your highest probability daily time frame scenario, right? And on the 4-hour time frame, the probabilities are higher to still look for more downside. I mean, arguably it's a 1-hour time frame, because we touched the 886 taken from this low to the high, increasing the probabilities. We are not yet finished. Even if you would move up, I don't care. Probabilities are higher to take out this low, right? Now on a daily time frame, the target, I want to be specific to answer the question. The target for your daily is it's between 61.8K and 56.7K, right? That's your target area, for most common target area for your wave 2, right? So preferably you see it hit. On the 4-hour, the probabilities are low. You have a finished ABC. In other words, probabilities are high to still look for lower prices and take out this low, where we either look for a WXY, which is an extended corrective structure, or a zigzag, where preferably your wave B is not yet in, because it would be a very short B. So your target, talking about target, your target for B is what you see on the chart. Most commonly the 05786 is interesting for your B. We hit the 382 at the moment, right? Still a target, but time-wise, as explained, if this is your B, it's very short in time. Right? Didn't even hit the 382 FIB time. So preferably your B is not yet finished, and you look for a zigzag up or a flat, right, in your B to move up a little bit. And then an interesting target is over here, 66.3, 66.4K, right? Around that 0.5. And then we have the 786 and the daily at 68.2, okay? So those are interesting resistance targets to the upside for your B. We only know C the moment wave B is in, because you take a trend-based fib from the high to the low of A to, let's say, the current high in this case, right? If we take the current high, then your zigzag target is 57.8 to 55.9K for your wave C, right? But that means your wave B is in, which is, by the way, a nice confluence with my support boxes here. 57.8, 57.3, and 56.2, 55.7. And that is still in confluence with the 786 for the daily as well. So that's nice. So yeah, those are your targets, no? So probabilities on the weekly, by the way, are higher to continue the trend towards the upside. On the daily time frame, the probabilities are higher. We are looking for this move to the upside to be a wave 1 or a wave A. Look for a corrective structure to the downside and continuation to the upside, right? And on the 1 hour, 4-hour time frame, probabilities are higher to take out this low. And the probabilities on the 4-hour are higher to still look for a deeper corrective structure. Doesn't matter what scenario, either the WXY, which is a bit more sideways and then up, or the zigzag A, B, C, right? But by all means, you're looking for this low to be taken, and then you'll take it from there. Support to the downside is this white box here, simple support resistance, 60.4, 59.2. And then we have one daily naked point of control, 60.1, and then we get to the boxes down here that I just mentioned. Now, when I left you guys, when I started my travels, price was, when did I leave? 31.30. We left on Tuesday, yeah. But of course on Monday I was already packing. So I wasn't making any content. So on Monday we were here. Now for the ones that saw my live stream, I mentioned during that stream, we're looking for a retracement to the downside, right? In the upcoming weeks at least. So this week, beautiful, we got that retracement to the downside. We hit resistance as well, by the way, which was great, and started that retracement to the downside. This is all simply waves. It's according to the plan. We had the plan to look for a retracement to the downside, got a retracement to the downside. But on the daily, probabilities weekly remain bullish, daily remains bullish. 1 hour time frame, looking for this low to be taken sooner or later. I don't care when that happens, but the probability is higher to still take it, right? Either flat ABC continue or zigzag ABC and not take the low and then move down. It doesn't matter. Still looking for price to take out this low at some point. And on the 4 hour time frame, probabilities are higher for either a sharp zigzag ABC or we look for a WXY. In both cases, we look for a drop, continuation of the range, lower prices to come still. No? So in other words, we're going to be in this range for a while, right? And the range being between the high and the low on the chart. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Now the weekend is coming. The weekend, most commonly, is a sideways ranging structure. So trade safe, because usually when price moves somewhere in the weekend, it tends to return. And a great example was here, Saturday and Sunday, and then poof, right? It just returns. Right? It's like the weekend fake pumps kind of thing. So be aware. But this is currently your highest probability. Is you're gonna be stuck here between the high and the low for probably I think another 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't really see us moving impulsively to the upside and like look for a 3 or C in like the upcoming 1.5 to 2 weeks. So this of course is now a 5-day period. 1-to-1. That's going to be Wednesday. 1.5, 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, it's at least probably in maybe let's say August. Most of August, we will be probably still in this area. So that's that. That's your probabilities, everyone. Oh, by the way, I want to talk to you about this as well. Altcoins is always for Altcoin Sunday. So I don't do personal requests, because once I start with that, I'll get requests every day and every stream, and then people say, but you did his, but not mine, So I try to avoid it. So make sure to join an altcoin stream, Safal. Also on my YouTube channel, you will see altcoin streams. I don't think, and render is RNDR, no? Or am I? It changed the name. Is it right? So if you go to my channel, scroll down a little bit. There is a couple of RNDR analysis videos here. Not this one. Not that one. Not that one. No. Yo, where is RNDR? When is the last time we actually did RNDR? I can't be that long ago, no? Oh, here we go. RNDR. Okay, 1 month ago. So there it is. So yeah, this is currently your highest probabilities from an Elliott wave point of view. Weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour, still looking for a bigger retracement to the downside. 1 hour, take out this local low. And that's that, right? If you really want to be bearish, you got to count this move to the upside as a wave C, right? But you can only do this if it's a flat. And then you need to count A, B, C, but that's a running flat because wave C did not take the high of wave A. A running flat is rare, never preferred unless all of the other stuff fails, which means taking out the low. So we got a very clear invalidation. Probabilities are very clear as well. Well, take it from there. See what's up. Look at CVD, by the way. So let me zoom out here for a bit. What's happening? So we have started to create bullish CVDs on the 4 hour, but on the 1 hour still bearish. No, bearish on yellow. See the red line, right? Lower high, higher high. Red line shows the CVD. Very, very nice. 15. It's interesting that I cannot see the bearish divergence. It shows the bullish one, not the bearish one. Yeah, let me... oh, wait, I probably have to go to the 5 minute. No, also. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to make a screenshot because I'm going to send this. There we go. I'm going to send this to... wait. Both are on. Oh, there we go. So it's on the 3 minute. Okay, I gotta mess around with the time frames. Okay, there we go. Toggle inner diffs. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now you can see it. Okay, beautiful. Now let me use this. That's for bear. Let me do the same for the bull for now. Okay, so you can see on the 3 minute bearish CVD, bearish CVD, bearish CVD. It's not bullish, no. Now, finally, what I did is in the update section in silver, I said, okay, like I said here, so this was this morning, by the way, right, 11 a.m. I said in silver, what I recommend looking for in the 50 minute is, can you count, wait, on the 15, but I noticed it was, oh, here. So I'm talking about this structure. So I said, what I recommend looking for in the 50-minute is, can you count this move to the upside as an impulse diagonal or a double 1-2? I talk about this quite often, right? It makes things simple. If you can't, probability is higher, it's bearish, and you take the low, right? If you can, potential for bullish. And then I was like, I can't leave the silvers, you know, and with this at the end. So I was like, okay, let me have a look. So I said, quick look locally does give it a bit of a 3-wavy look with an extended C or a truncated 5, but a truncation is very rare. So I was looking at this structure to the upside here. I was like, I noticed I'm missing a little bit of a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a truncated 5 is very, very rare. It's never really preferred, but there is the potential at least of a truncation. But in other words, it increases probabilities to take the low. So yeah. Also, by the way, what do I see? 886 to golden pocket. Yeah, we talk about it quite often. Very, very nice, right? Very, very nice. So let's see if we get that move up. Boris, by the way, coming in. Boris, welcome to Diamond. Welcome to the squad, man. Really appreciate you being here, and welcome to Diamond. It's a great group. Of course, you'll be in gold and silver as well. Make sure to fill in the form. Do I still have it as my Control V? No. Maybe you've already filled in the form, but make sure to do that. And I will make sure to get you sorted, or Jeroen. But Boris, welcome to the top step of what the channel has. Gonna work on your strategy and your plan, right? And you'll also see more about how I do things. So it's gonna be exciting because I'm actually gonna upload a video, or I still have to make it, but I'm gonna do that, of my updated strategy. Interesting. So hopefully you'll learn something with that as well. It will come. I first got to set up my life here. So yeah. Welcome to the squad, Boris. Make sure to fill in the form and get you sorted. Okay. So what we are looking for locally, of course, on the 1 hour to take out this low sooner or later, right? But preferably a wave B or a wave X. In both cases, a flat or a zigzag, but then you still expect to take the low at a later stage if you get a zigzag and not a flat, right? So interesting target to the upside. I want to remove this now. One second. Remove this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. 66.3, 66.5. Perfect. Okay. I guess I got to repeat it, but weekly time frame probability is highest for upside, daily upside, 4 hour downside, 1 hour. I mean, I'm currently at the 1 hour. I guess, not guess because it's probabilities, but weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour, still looking for more bearish, a deeper corrective structure, longer sideways price action. And on the 1 hour time frame, the probabilities are highest to still take out this low. However, we're looking for B or X. So either with a flat to take out the low and then move up, or a zigzag A, 3 wave B, move up for C, and then B and then move down, right? So that is the 1 hour probability, because I don't want to confuse the 886 probabilities, highest to take out this low, right? But we are looking for B or X. Okay, that's that, right? Let's. When did I start? I start the analysis. '23, I believe. Need to make some plan, and that is exactly what we're going to be working on. Yeah, that's good, Boris. That's good. I mean, look, if one wants to trade long-term profitably and successfully, you need a plan. Like, you need some form of a strategy, and I don't care if it's Elliott waves, right, which is a strategy by itself, or your own developed plan or strat, which I recommend, which is great. But you need something. I think Elliott waves is an amazing tool. It can be traded very effectively, which is what I do myself as well. But I also have additional like strategies to trade. So yeah. Need a plan, need a strat. Where were we before I started? Here. Schnitzelmeister, Mr. Flotti. ABC and bigger ABC. Z. You can have a flat in a bigger flat, only in wave A, so wave A flat in a bigger flat. But the fact you hit the 886 here reduces the probabilities for a bigger flat, A, B, C. Because wave B commonly, right, if you're looking for a bigger flat, so this is your A with then a 3-wave flat in A. If you look for wave B to take out this high, right, commonly wave B is a zigzag, most common 535, and you now hit the 886. Now if this is an A, B, you need a very long C to move above this high. It's just lower probabilities you're gonna get this at the moment. Too many ways. It's not a CME gap on the 6 hour. This is the gap. This was the time frame where the first candle after the push was red. That's what I'm looking for. And we never touched this area, but we have done that now. So it's not a CME gap. CME gap is, I believe, a little lower. I believe it's here somewhere. It's below price action. T Talib, yes. The probabilities are higher to sooner or later take out this low, right? Because of the 886 touch. However, from an Elliott wave point of view, we look for a wave B or X to the upside. Now either A, B, C, zigzag, where you then have A, B, C. Wave B is over here, also an 886 touch. Oh. So in this case, you have your A, B, and then C, finish BX, and then move down again. But yeah, because we took, because we hit the 886, taken from this low to the high, any move to the upside has a higher probability of being a wave C or a wave Y. Now, in this case, potential C. So, in other words, probabilities are then still higher to take out this lows, the lows here later. So, by all means, it decreases probabilities to take out the low, but yeah, either flat A, B, C, or look for a zigzag and then a move down. And the main reason, by the way, that preferably we look for that wave B or X moving up higher is because of time. Right? If this is your finish B or X, right, and this is your A or W, I mean, it's so short in time. It's not common at all. So preferably we see a longer structure. Thank you. What's up, Don Ernesto? How are you doing? Is it looking like double bottom on the 4 hour? Yes. Locally, yes, absolutely. Answer this one. That's for an altcoin stream. Can we have a 335 in wave 2 with a very shallow wave B? So a 335 is a flat. But a shallow wave B in a flat, so you talk about a 335. The minimum target for B is the 0.9. So that would be your most shallow target. Right? That's your minimum. And now in this case, if we do look for a flat, you're going to have A, B, C here. In this case, B hit the most common target, which is above the 0.9. It's a 1.236 to the 1.38. So price vertically in the weekend. Yeah, sometimes we have a bit of volatility, but it's it's about probabilities, and most commonly the weekend is a boring sideways structure. But yeah, let's see. I gotta say this was interesting because the weekend hit. We got this piece of price action here, right? And lots of volatility in the middle, but in the end, we literally ended where we began. So the thing in the weekend is, yes, you can pump up, but you expect price to come back down. It's very rare that in the weekend you escape the range. You're leaving it. So even if you do pump, you tend to go back again. You tend to get the fake outs. Yeah, let's see. Your first world travel tour. Thank you, great analysis. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure. Your first world travel tour. I'm actually curious. Go to channel. What's this about? A little of me introducing myself in Esteem It. Killian Paradise. Diving. Looks like a nice place, yo. Gran Canaria. Yeah. Really, really cool. Nice, man. Boris, cheers again, eh? Cheers again. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Fill in the form and we're going to get you sorted as quick as possible. Saeed, yeah, I mean, everything has been going very well. Everything was smooth. We had a great 3-day road trip. Visited some places. Very well planned by my wife. And now we're here. We're now in the apartment. It's not yet set up. So what you see now, like behind me, the clock. I'm in the living room. We have a 82 square apartment in the center of Nice, which is great. And we made sure to have a furnished apartment because we wanted to travel as light as possible. And when you move countries, it's a lot easier to first move into an apartment where stuff is furnished, right? You don't have to take all your own shit or buy it and then wait for delivery and all that stuff. So the only big thing I brought is my desk, but I still have to put it together, which I will do in my office. So I'm now in the living room. But yeah, we had a great time and still some boxes and stuff in the room, but probably by tomorrow everything is set up and I'm ready to go. And then we are gonna go shopping a couple of times to buy some more stuff again, because in the Netherlands, because we wanted to travel very light, we pretty much sold everything or gave it away, and then we just buy everything new here. Yeah, have a plan, have a strategy. We're going to work on that, Mr. Ali. Be careful on your trades. When there is news, be careful. Yeah. Do you miss the frikandelle? Nice one. If people don't know what a frikandel is, by the way, how do I? Oh, there we go. So a frikandel. My grandma calls this a berenlul. Is typical Dutch, and you serve it usually with like ketchup, mayonnaise, onions. But I rarely eat fast food, which this is. So I don't miss it because I rarely eat that stuff. But yeah, what will I miss? Will I miss some Dutch food? They do have great bread here in France. We have a bio store nearby as well, which is great. Is there anything typically Dutch that I had? Not really. So I think I'll do fine on the food in the food area. I really try to learn, but not easy to watch everything you post and make a pocket notebook. I get it. Yeah. So of course, make sure that in Discord, right? Of course, silver. You'll be in silver, gold, and diamond, right? So in gold, we have the Elliott Waves channel, which is incredibly active. Always lots happening here with Flotty, Izzy, Samith. We have Stuba posting. We have KG in here sharing his, like, it's very, very active. And this is also the area where I'm most active. Of course, in the past few days, I only mainly kept an eye on what's been written here. But actually, thanks to the group as well, I stay up to date with stuff. So, yeah, you know, this is a great channel where you will learn more about counting. But also, if you have questions, post it in here and I will answer it. Because this is the general Elliott Waves channel for pretty much diamond and gold, like where it all happens. And yeah, post your questions in here, and then now and then we do a live stream, right? Feedback and Q&A live stream, and you can ask everything live as well, which is always fun. It's a lot more relaxed, those type of live streams. Yo, Iker, good to have you. Welcome. Also recently joined, by the way. Good to have you back, monsieur. Merci beaucoup. Good to have you here, Iker. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Love Elliott Waves. Really enjoy streaming, counting, sharing. Would there be any rapid movement for Bitcoin? Up or down? I mean, look, we can't look into the future, can we? So if anything happens in the world, it happens. When it happens, it happens. The only thing we can look for is probabilities, and the probabilities are clear. Weekly, bullish; daily, bullish; 4 hour, bearish, still looking for a bigger retracement; 1 hour time frame, looking for that wave B or X, right? But still looking for sooner or later this low to be taken. So the probabilities are very clear, and whatever happens in the world and news, I really never care. I don't care about news. I don't care. Of course, with regards to trading, by the way, let that be clear. I do care about what happens in the world, but not from a trading perspective, because I don't trade fundamentals. I don't trade the news. I don't trade wars. I don't trade president shootings. I don't trade whatever. I trade the chart. The chart gives me the info. Of course, I care about what happens in the world. That was wrongly said, but I don't care about it from a trading point of view, right? I trade the chart, I trade the probabilities, and the COVID dump is a great example. People talking about the COVID low as, of course, big drama. Oh, Mark's going to shit, everything is over, la-di-la-di-la. And for me, this low was just a wave 2. Yeah. Fundamentalists, of course, say this is COVID, which is perfectly fine, because it doesn't matter what you trade, fundamentals, technicals, or both. As long as you make profit, it's good. For me, this was very simply a wave 2. Very simply just a wave 2. Closing perfectly on the golden pocket as well. I mean, what to say, you know? So, yeah. Probability is higher to move down, get to move down, continue up in 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. News, wave 2. Right. So, yeah, I focus on the charts preferably, because that's what I enjoy the most. But there's, of course, people that love to trade the news the most because they enjoy the news. So, but yeah, I love the puzzle of technical analysis. That's really my cup of tea. Okay, you did it. Cheers, Boris. I'll make sure to sort that out. By the way, is that Koen's logo hanging or is it stuck on the wall? Nice question. But this is actually Adam made it. So I went live before even checking anything in Discord, and then I went to the general chat, and Adam, this guy, made the baguette. So I saw it during the countdown, and then I quickly put it into the live stream. So it's It's just a picture. Oh. T. Clepson, bonjour mon petit pois. Ça va? Où est le bonk, s'il vous plaît? Tu quoi? Le bonk? Are you talking about the chart? The bonk chart. But yeah, I'm doing fine, T. Clepson. Happy to be here. Weather has been great. Very warm. But it's good, right? I prefer blue skies and sunshine over rain and gray anytime. So yeah. A house tour. I generally don't really tend to do like big house tours and stuff. You never know. It's online, right? I am as careful as I can be in a way, but also as transparent as I can be, of course. But you'll at least see my office soon. I'm now in the living room, but yeah, the walls behind me. Dinner table. Blaster, good to have you here. Video playback, gotta be quick. Wait. Is the live stream lagging or not? Because I'm on Wi-Fi. And I'm in the box is in the living room, and I'm in the living room, so the connection should be good. So I see that T. Clepson is having some interruptions, but I didn't hear anyone else about it, so I'm curious now. Are you 6'8"? What's that? Let me have a look here. What's that? 2 meters. No, I am 5.7, I guess, is the answer. But I'm bringing the average down. What was the name of that Dutch dessert you brought up a few weeks ago? Was going to try it and make it, but I went to look up the ingredients. Couldn't remember the name. A Dutch dessert. Are you talking about the muisjes that we were like when a baby is born? This? We spoke about this. A Dutch dessert. Tompoes? I mean, tompoes is also very Dutch. It's not really a dessert. It's generally used for festivities. Ja, hagelslag. Yeah. Poffertjes. You have these. Stroopwafels, right? Appeltaart, it's always a good one. Bitterballen, but that's not a dessert. Yeah. Any of these ring a bell, maybe a Band-Aid? You're welcome at the Canary Islands. And dive here. Okay. Wait, Ashley, when we go to the Canary Islands, there's a guy in chat here. He dives there, so I'll make sure he becomes our dive instructor.
Tell him I'm there.
Yeah, Ashley comes as well. Do we have bearish or bullish divergences on a 3-minute time frame? You have the bearish one, right? The red lines. Look at all the red lines, right? So bearish, lower highs, higher highs. It's very messy, but that's just because of the settings. I can toggle this on and then ta-da, clean. Of course, you have a bullish divergence as well. Right here. Higher low, lower low on blue. Lower high, higher high on yellow. But and then when there's divergences both sides, you can be very patient, wait for price to show clarity. But this here, as price was moving down, CVD was moving up. So this was clearly bear, 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 bear. All of these played out as price moved down. And now we got this bigger one. and the bullish one. So it's countering one another, but we also touch the 886, increasing probabilities to still take out this low. And if you do move up, B or X is then, if you do get this, then B, X, and then still move down. If you take out this low, potential for a flat ABC and then move down. Because preferably your wave B or X is a little bit longer in time. Okay, local and on the high time frame. Okay, let's have a look. By the way, check what the stream is doing. It's okay. Okay. So we are almost at the value area low. Very well respected volume profile. So that's quite cool. Value area low, 62K. I don't really like, it's not like, yeah, you can touch the value area low. No, that would only fit with like, so if you have the B or X, you take the low, you hit the value area low, you move up back to the point of control, count this as your B or X, and then move down again, move to the downside, hit support, yeah, and then go. So, oh, we took the low now. Et voilà, mon ami. Les probabilities have played out. Very nice. So, yeah. The value area low is where we are right now. No? So that's interesting. Locally, I guess we then talk about the 4-hour time frame. Let's use one from the low to where we are now. Value area low, 58.6. Okay, it's a little bit above my boxes. Let's pull a couple here. Now this range. Okay, we're now below this one. Point of control, definitely 64.7 being important here. 64.7, 64.8. Testing the gap for the second time, by the way, increases probabilities to eventually fill it. But yeah, we're at the value area low on the daily, right? We have touched that one now, and locally, don't really like this very, very big one here. I would prefer to divide this in two, right? So we have a range here. Right, 1 second, it's adjusting. Today, please. Or, oh. So I prefer to divide it into two. We have range number 1, or 1 and 2. No? So in here, it's not too much happening. No? So this is interesting, and that's interesting. Those would be the two that I would keep an eye on. Value area high here, 66.9, just above the resistance I have here. But the daily value area low is now, that's here, right? So we touched that one. How much time after we take previous down? I mean, probabilities, of course, still higher for that B or X. And then another leg down. And then how much time? Well, 60.1K first, and then we go 57.8 pretty much. Level to level. First time I ever bought Bitcoin. Shit, man. Maybe a Band-Aid. That's crazy, yo. Nice one. Cheers, Boris. Yo, Boris, enjoy your summer holidays with your family, wife, and kid, eh? Where are you going on holiday? Enjoy it, man. Enjoy the time off. It's important, right? Work is important, but time after or outside of work is as, if not actually more important in my opinion. Baguette. I don't use news to predict, but I use TA to predict if something's about to happen. Yeah, news is interesting because of the potential volatility. So the only reason I keep an eye on news here is because this date and this time can increase volatility, and that's interesting to me. Could you try to bite that baguette so we can screenshot that? Yes, I can. Okay, let me. 1 second. 1 second. I need this. I need to go to webcam. Source, image, add, baguette, add. Okay, make it a good one, eh? You don't get many opportunities like this. Look, because of the light and stuff, it's not the greatest webcam quality, right? I'm sorry, but let's make it as other side. Let's make it as good as we can, okay? I gotta make sure to have a good idea. Okay, come on. That was like 7 seconds to take a screenshot. Make it happen, right? Let's go. Do your work, internet. You know how it goes. Okay. You know what's gonna happen next, okay? So send me the pics. Send me the edits. I'll be finding myself online. Mark, you better screenshot to that, no? I did it for you, yo. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, no. Cheers, everyone. Oh man, a piece of nice little baguette. Looks sus dodgy. Dutch, I know. Yeah. Yo, Adam, send that to Adam. Yeah, SR, who is this? You in YouTube? SR, who are you? Who is this? Shirley. Oh, cheeky. Not writing in Discord, but very active. Yeah, there you are. I made sure to also have a picture where I don't look in the webcam and I just look straight and I close my eyes just to make sure that we also have a picture without me checking. But yeah, Shirley, I see ya. Yeah, there she is. That was quick. We gotta make sure to let Adam know, Mr. the designer, Mr. Adam. Cheers. What a guy. He is the reason for the baguette. No. Yeah, how you doing, Shirley? Shirley, is it okay? Shirley, press 1 or 2. Press 1 if it is Shirley. Press 2 if it is Shirley. Shirley or Shirley? I don't know. So 1 is Shirley, 2 is Shirley. I don't know. Okay, Shirley. Okay, I see it. Gotta make sure. I gotta know about this. Gotta know how to pronounce your name. No, Lulis, how you doing? Welcome. What's happening? Chatting and Q&A, which can go anywhere during these streams. But with regards to the market, I've done the analysis earlier. The probabilities weekly bullish, daily bullish, meaning upside. 4-hour time frame, higher probabilities to look for a bigger corrective structure. On the 1-hour time frame, probabilities highest to still look for a B or X, right? Preferably seeing a bit of a bounce for B or X and then another leg down. And the probabilities locally, by all means, were higher to still take out the low, but we've now done that. So those probabilities have played out. Where were we, by the way, before we started eating the baguette? There we are. when you bring up the stream Inception, it lags a bit, but okay. Cheers, Tim. Yo, what's up, man? Good to have you here. Everything went smoothly. We happy. That bread with sprinkles, yeah, the sprinkles. That one, yeah. Hagelslag. Hagelslag. It's not dessert though. You put it like for breakfast. But you can use it for dessert if you make like a chocolate cake and you put the sprinkles on top, you know? Or when you have ice cream with strawberries and, you know, red fruit, you can also put sprinkles on. Vanilla ice cream with red fruit and sprinkles. That was a great combo. Stracciatella. It's not Dutch though. No, not stracciatella. What's the stuff my mom sometimes used to make? Ash. Yeah. My mom used to make sometimes during Christmas that big chocolate bottom with red fruit on top with cream. Pavlova. Yeah, I think that's Polish, no? Yo, if you want to have a great dessert, eat pavlova, but then have a chocolate bottom. Where's the one with? So I don't know. Like my mom made this, but from chocolate. So it's a bit crunchy, but still soft, but crunchy. Red fruit on top with cream. Oh. I know my mom is not watching, but if you are. I look forward to some pavlova. So nice. Stroopwafels are my weak spot. Yeah, I do have some here. My neighbor, before we left, got me some stroopwafels. The probabilities suggest a bigger B or X. Of course, the probabilities locally, right? You have a bit of a mix. Daily bullish, but 4 hour is still bearish, looking for a deeper retracement in a 3-wave structure, right? WXY ABC. But preferably your B or X is a little higher and you first move up, increasing the time of a bigger sideways corrective structure so that you have a sharper structure, a bigger B or X, and then another Y or C down, right? So you extend your B in time, because if this is it, right, so if this high here is your X or your B, then this 2 candle move on the 4 hour time frame is your whole B or X. It's very short, so preferably it's a little longer in time. Shirley, okay, there you are. So okay, you arrived just in time to see me eat baguette. Yo, welcome. Thank you. Good to have you here. Immediately screenshotting. Very good. Last 2 years was in Italy and Spain. This will be overseas in Bulgaria. Nesebar, Bulgaria. Ooh, island. Wow. Beach all around. So this must be it, no? Looks like a great place. Some nature behind as well. Nesebar. Very historical, it seems. Yo, enjoy your time here, man. Ooh, runes. I learn about the world because of all of you. Nesebar. Wow. Now that's a lot of sunbeds, yo. You know, I recently saw this. I recently saw a video of you work, if you have a job, you work 9 to 5. You leave in the early morning, stuck in traffic and whatnot, to go to your job, right? So you're in a hurry because you might be late and whatnot, and stressed because you want to be there and then work and then go back. And then you go on holiday. So this was a video I saw. It's not my opinion or whatnot, but I saw this video, which I think was quite funny. Then you go on holiday, and some people may go to a resort or some hotel or whatnot where they have all the sunbeds next to the pool. And then the moment the pool opens, everyone with their towel and whatnot sprints to the sunbed, trying to get that best spot in front of the pool. So it's like almost like stuck in traffic, waiting for the doors to open, and boom, and then run, trying to get that sunbed. And then just leave your towel there for the rest of the day. Only spend like 30 minutes on top of the towel, but at least you got your chair. You know, yes, it's like, I saw that. Let's see. I saw that video recently. I guess this is one. This is another one. But it just you know what I'm talking about. 1 second.
On your march. Set.
Oh shit! I muted myself. I'm such a professional streamer. Anyway, holy moly! I am. You saw the video of the sunbeds, no? Yeah, sorry guys. So yeah, that's that. And with regards to the comment about this one here, people are gonna edit stuff. What I said is I don't care about Photoshop and people having fun editing stuff. Right? It doesn't do anything to me. But I do like to have fun, right? And if people do share stuff in Discord or Telegram, it should be normal. The moment it is not normal, right? Then it will be removed. Someone gets a warning, and if it happens again, a ban. And I don't care who it is. That's how it goes in the group, right? So there's no boundaries. So yeah. We're all a community. We're here to have fun. But the moment we see weird stuff appearing in the community, I don't care what people do. It happens online, but in the community, we're normal. So and it's just marketing. Make sure to post my name. This came in at the right time. Okay. Finally, some grass on the charts. Yeah, some movement. Pavlova is from New Zealand. Your dad's speciality. Yo. From New Zealand as well. Yo, I gotta visit Tim, it seems. Yo, Pavlova's great, man. What a great dessert. Any chance this could still be a 4 within the major impulse 1? No. This move down now is not a high probability for this to be your wave 4. So you can also use the channels for this, right? If you use the trend channel, so if you have a double 1 2 1 2 1 2, you can take the trend channel from the high of your 1 to the high of your 3, which wherever your high first is going to be, but then eventually you take this one and then to the low of 2. So this is your trend channel. The moment you break out, the probabilities are high, you're looking at a 4. And you move back up for a 5 in an impulse, right? And now you go down again. Yeah, I mean, it's not high probabilities that you're still looking for a wave 4. It's higher probabilities now. You're looking for a finished impulse and a move down in 2 or B. Also, time-wise, if you compare this as a wave 2, if all of this is your 4, it's enormous. It's such a big wave 4. So it's better to look at it as a separate structure. Australia also claims it. Competition. Yo, bro, how you doing, Wizard? What's up, bro? Welcome to the channel tonight, bro. Yo, Sylvia, are you still looking for Pookie? Sylvia, like, so I still don't know who the boyfriend is. If you tell me like his username on YouTube, I can tell him next time, like, yo, you gotta go back to Sylvia. Bulgaria is where I'm from. I've never visited Bulgaria actually. I have no idea. Would be on the list. Kate, I do altcoins and stuff during the altcoin streams. Generally focus on Bitcoin and so far don't really go into personal requests, because once you open that can of worms, it just keeps going. But I have done Solana recently though. Yeah, here. So 10 days ago, weekly and daily time frame, I believe. Timestamps are in the video as well. So I don't really think much has changed on the chart. Probably just a move down. Oh, really? Yeah. Can Elliott wave analysis help finding out how low Bitcoin will drop? Yes. It gives you targets, and then based on additional analysis, you might be able to identify additional targets, right? That's what I do as well. With my analysis, I look for target areas, but then inside that target area, I have additional areas of support or resistance. So we have a bigger, most common target area. And in that area, I then have a blue box. I have a daily naked point of control at 60.1K, right? I use other forms of analysis in confluence with my Elliott waves. So I'm not muted anymore, right? Yeah, we already fixed that problem. I know, French. ASMR channel with a muted mic won't work. That is true. I haven't yet eaten anything on live stream, so we're not yet into the ASMR streams. I would need a cucumber or what's that, augurk, and then yeah, one day. Silly. Yo, Christian, how you doing? Welcome back. Also, actually, welcome back, of course, to you guys. Yeah, I was gone for 3 days, so. I was so happy with the break. Koens took it for. Oh wait, Sylvia. I was so happy with the break. Koens took for a few days. Pookie bro actually looked at me yesterday afternoon. Wizard. Oh, it's Wizard. It's bro. Yo, bro, man. Okay. Now I get it. So the moment Wizard writes in the chat, and then Sylvia be like, I'm here as well. I'm keeping an eye on you. Where was the first message? Here, Pookie bro, you're here. Wizard, yo bro, Sylvia. Keeping the leash tight, eh? Keeping the leash tight. Is it an ABC to down? Are we in wave A or still in... preferably in B. If you're looking for a zigzag time traveler, preferably wave B. So if this is your high, right, and you look for a zigzag, preferably you're still in B. So still expecting the bigger range and preferably a bit of a move up, sideways structure, continuation in time. It's weekend, so it would work weekend wise to range here, and then next week continue for another leg down. Depends on the time frame, I suppose. Droef mystery, probability is higher locally, especially during the weekend, to have a range. And preferably wave B or X, which means a move up into resistance. At least that's what I would like to see from a probabilities perspective. Weekly time frame bullish, daily time frame also bullish. Check the analysis. But on the 4-hour, probabilities are still higher to move down. But on the 1-hour, probability is higher to move up because of time. Because if this is your correction, it's very short, very shallow. So such an M pattern. I don't really trade patterns, but where's the M, by the way? I mean, like this. Spilled my Heineken. Florian, welcome. Hope your move to France went well. Good to see you back. Thank you, Florian. Yeah, everything went very well. Very smooth, no problems, great experiences. Visited Champagne, did a tour, met up with Pierre, viewing and part of the community as well, and his family. Visited the lavender fields. Still have some stuff to do, but we're here. So step one. But yeah, thanks. And yeah, it's been good so far. What's your opinion on truncated fifth at the start of this local move? 15 minutes. Oh, here. Well, if this is a truncated 5, you are not allowed to take the low unless it's a flat. But probabilities are higher. This is not the low of a flat B because of how deep this went compared to this being your A. So in that case, you then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you cannot count it like this anymore because we took the low. So it's invalidated because you would need a 5, 3, and a 5. But I would not have a truncation here and then a truncation in C, which is incredibly rare. Yeah. A of what I... Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Wave A of what you consider a flat. B, C. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then you can... Yeah, sorry. Okay, now I understand. So this is then a zigzag, A, B, C, and A. I would then look for another A, B, C down in your B if you look for a flat. And then locally, we now took the low, so we take from the low to the high. Toggle on the most common target area for your wave B. 61.4, 60.9. What do we have? Anything of great relevance? We hit the 105 at least. Oh wait, we do. We have a 1 hour order block here. Okay, so that's something. Okay. Yeah, so your most common target area is the 1.236 to the 1.38. Now, if you are looking for a wave B, of course, zigzag-wise, you then have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you look for your 5 to end, and then move up, no? So, yes, but a truncated 5, right? So you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So I would then look for ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, corrective structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are the probabilities to hit just 61k, go up, or 57k and go 61 and up, or 57 up? It's 57.61. Depends a little bit on the WXY. If you get WXY, it can be more sideways, but probabilities at the moment are higher for 2 or B to move down to 60.1 minimum, and then 57 is next. So of course it's level by level, right? So Elliott waves gives you a target, but I can't say based on the waves, right? Like, are we looking 61.7 or 57? Because at the moment, the probabilities on the 4 hour are higher to either look for a WXY, so you still look for a move down, or ABC, which is a sharp structure. But in both cases, you would still look for price to move down. And the moment you move down again inside here, probabilities are high to move to 60.1 minimum, if not 57. So then you're already below 61. Right. So yeah. Yeah, I know, right. Johan David Quintero Gonzalez. Oh, what a great name. Welcome. And I'm doing good. I'm actually tired. Not gonna lie. It's time for me to wrap things up soon. Yeah. Tomorrow also we want to go for a run early. Ah, man. Sibel, welcome. Sibel Netherlands. Gotta change that to Sibel France now. No? Well, you're still in the Netherlands. I should Koens France. But welcome, Sibel. Good to have you here. Bonne nuit. Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen very soon. Do you give any importance to moving averages? I don't tend to look at moving averages, Crypto Circle. Yeah, I prefer having stable levels, so horizontal levels, support resistance areas, but then like time frame horizontals, daily, weekly, monthly. I really like volume, which is also sideways. And I don't really like to use indicators and stuff that provide me not with a consistent horizontal level. They go up and down. I only use CVD, but CVD is you get new divergences every time, right? So it's not like moving along with price, I suppose. No, a week. Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to visit a country properly, you actually need a few weeks, right? Thank you, Sibel. So far, so good. I didn't yet set up my desk. I'm sitting in the living room, but, I'll do that tomorrow. 14 trades, 11 won, 3 lost. I'll be long in that B wave if I catch it. Nice. I like to hear it. Good job, Video Kingdom. Worked hard for 10 hours, 11 won, 3 lost. It's the way we like to hear it, no? As long as, hopefully, the wins, of course, were bigger than the 3 losses. The 6 hour gap low. That is, 61.4. Yes, of course, that is actually inside the target area of your wave B. So, 61.428. 61.900. 500 mil liquidation. I never truly used Elliott wave for trading before watching it here. I always found it too vague and not too much. But after watching you and mixing it with ICT and other things, it's magical. I like to hear that. Usually in the beginning, the problem with Elliott waves, I suppose, is first of all, it's very difficult. So many people don't really want to bother learning about it, even though it's amazing. It's so good, but it takes effort, and the easy path is not the path of Elliott waves, right? It's just because it's so much theory, so much studying, so much understanding, but it is oh so valuable for your trading. It's great. Usually not too many people want to put a lot of time in it. But if you combine it, then also like I do with other stuff and you do with ICT or people with maybe moving averages and whatnot, like it's really good. It's really good. You can identify zones from zones of interest from an Elliott wave point of view, and then in that area you use your other tools to find additional support or resistance, entry zones pretty much. An expanding channel. It can be an expanding channel, but from an Elliott wave point of view, anything expanding diagonal, expanding triangle, right, is very, very rare. So from March, yeah, I'm not. So this whole structure, right, is not something that I count as a diagonal, right? So I count it like separate structures. So we have a finished 3-wave, right? Finished here, and this is the beginning of a new structure. But yeah, I mean, if you use trend lines, it's expanding. I just I don't count it as an expanding diagonal or something. Yo, Brown Bug, how you doing? What's up? Still on vacay. Enjoy, Sibel. Oh boy. Guys, I'm done. Yo. Lots of driving the past 3 days and now, kicking in. Yo, Sam. Welcome. Thanks for writing something. Happy to be back. And everything went fine. So yeah, I'm happy to get back into action, Probably during the weekends, I will take more time to explore the area and do some activities here. But during the week, 3 pieces of content as always. And in the weekends, probably it's going to be a little less, like an update in the morning. Maybe move the live stream to the morning so that in the afternoon I can explore and do stuff with Ashley as well. And then in the evening, another update. So instead of 2, or instead of 3, it's 2. But then I have the day to do stuff. So I think in the weekends, I'll take a bit more time for ourselves to explore the area, get to know the area, do social stuff, and of course do some stuff in the apartment still. But I'm happy to be back. Happy to be active. It's nice. And yeah, cheers. Yeah, you can have very extended wave Cs, not always that great. But the reason local in a 15 at least I was looking for an ABC here is because I never really saw a 4. So you have A, B, long move up, but you didn't really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We dipped too deep to the 618, invalidating 4. So I was like, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right, sorted. 4, 5, but we never took it. And that is when I started to think about ABC here. How much time does it take to be a professional? In Elliott waves, I would say 2. I generally say 2 years. Of studying pretty much every day to get to a good level. So yeah, 2 years. I think after 1.5 years, you'll start to feel confident. You will be more correct, but it's still difficult to really get a feeling for the probabilities and to trade it. And then I think after 2 years, you'll fix that problem. Also, WXYs can be a pain in the ass in the beginning, or still at about after a while still. But yeah, it's mainly getting a feel for the probabilities and then being able to trade things. That's your final half a year really. Sylvia gave up medicine. Well, actually, becoming a trader was not yet something I did or wanted to be when I gave up my studies. So I was a medical student in Amsterdam, and I was in my 4th year. But my background is the gaming and esports industry that I'm in already for 18 years, and I'm still active in that industry. I used to be a professional gamer for 11 years, 2006. I started. In 2007, I went professional in Trackmania. It's a racing game. And in 2018, I quit. But during that career, and this is next to my studies, so I did that all next to my studies. I appeared on TV, and then media took over, and then I became a television host while being a student. I became a television host on Fox Sports, which then turned ESPN. And then I became a public speaker, and then a professional speaker. And then companies started to approach me to work with me, but I couldn't. And this is where I made the decision in 2018. Companies like Vodafone, like Society, like Populous, like XYZ more, they asked me like, we want to get involved in this industry and we want to have a marketing campaign and whatnot. So can you help us? And I was like, yeah, sure, but I'm at my studies. And when I'm studying, you guys are open. When it's weekend and I have time, you guys are closed. And that is when I started to think about, okay, I am a television host. I am a speaker. I was an ambassador for Acer at the time, and that earned me money to live at that moment in time. But if I wanted to work with those companies, I needed to quit the study. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. So what I did is I took a sabbatical year. I spoke with the studies, with the mentor and everyone. And I said, hey, I want to take 1 year off, see what happens. And I was allowed to come back if in that 1 year I wasn't able to make enough money, right? Or whatever, or I wanted to come back. But hey, here we are. So I made the decision to follow the gaming esports industry and my positioning there, to work with those companies, which I did. I earned enough money in my year to just care for myself. And then I was like, well, if I can do it this year, then why not next year? And so I never went back. And now we're here. And then I got in touch with trading in 2020 in December because of an opportunity that I got as a television host. Yeah, and that then led to Elliott Waves, because Elliott Waves is very much related to market psychology, and I love psychology. I love, medicine, psychology. It's relatively closely related. So I really enjoy Elliott Waves because it has to do with psychology as well. That's what I really enjoy. I used to be a gamer, and counting the chart for me is like solving a puzzle. So I was very quickly drawn into Elliott Waves. 17%. No, this is a trend-based FIB, Tim, for Wave C. And for Wave B, it's the 0.9 to the 105, right? That's a normal FIB. Everything going down. Good night, Boris. Thanks for popping in, and welcome again. Welcome again. I'll sort you out tomorrow. Good night, Shirley. Good night, Sylvia. Yeah, I'm going to follow all of you. I'm going to go to bed as well, yo. Jeez. Yo, Brown Bug. Cheers, man. Lucian Wizard. We share baguette pics in Discord. Can Wave 3 be the shortest? No, not allowed. This is behind your house? Wow. Nice. I love nature, man. I love nature. It's so good. I love being around nature, walking, mountain, hiking. Yeah. Is there a baguette ASMR for sleeping? No. I do have bread here. No baguettes. Yeah, I'm Dutch. I'm in my 6th year, looking for a reason to quit. Difficult, of course, to say anything about it because it's a personal choice in the end. But you're in your 6th year, which is your final year. So in most countries. So generally, I guess it's good to finish it. No, at least have something. But if you don't enjoy it, then after finishing your year and getting your diploma, do something else. What's holding you back? If you get a lot of energy from one of your hobbies, then maybe try something with that. If you really like you're like, so of course being a doctor, that this is a problem I encountered. Being a doctor is an incredibly reputable job, right? You have a high position in society. It's very respected. It hits all the boxes, right? But if you like other stuff more and you get more energy from doing that and more passion and you can earn money with that. Now, in my case, that was following my heart and entrepreneurship and gaming and esports. But if I was like, well, I can go and become a doctor or I can get a job in the gaming and esports industry. Eventually, I had my own business, of course. But I would probably still make the choice of, hey, maybe I can earn more as a doctor compared to a job in gaming esports, but I know that I will wake up every morning with lots of energy, happy, and go to my job in gaming and esports and work as much as I can and be happy. Right? And that is much more valuable than having a lot of money being a doctor, but not being happy being a doctor. Now, again, in my case, I was an entrepreneur. I already had stuff going. I didn't make the decision out of nothing, right? So I was a pro gamer, turned into an ambassador, speaker, and started to work with companies. And I was a television host. So outside of my studies, I already created a business foundation that I then built upon when I quit so that I had money coming in. I already had money coming in, but then it became more money coming in because I had more time to spend on the business. So I had a very solid reason to a very solid foundation to fall back on. But talking about jobs, so I was an entrepreneur, no? So I chose that. But I think you want to wake up happy. And if you wake up and you feel like you're like, how can I say, but first of all, you almost probably finish your school, so it's good to finish that. But afterwards, if you're not happy, quit. Do something you're happy about. If you love horses, go get a job at some horse stable thing. It might not be the biggest pay, right? It might not give you a lot like the doctor's salary, but what it gives you is happiness and a calm mindset and peace of mind. And, maybe it gives you more freedom, more time outside of your job, right? It's about here, right? It's much more important. And there is a guy that actually spoke about this. Let me find this video for you. This one here. So I watched this video from start to finish. It is, you can see it because it's red. It's 48 minutes. And what he says in this video is stuff that I experienced in 2018, and I made the decision. And it's a decision that he has made not too long ago. So he was an MIT educated neurosurgeon, and now he's unemployed in the mountains with his dog. And for 48 minutes, he talks about why he made the decision. And a lot of what I just mentioned comes back in his video and more. So I can recommend checking it out. And hopefully you'll find a way to be more happy, I suppose, and enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, it's quite unique this year. 1 month of YouTube, 1 week in Discord. I already improved a lot. Are you playing? Great to hear that, Shem, by the way. Also, welcome to the channel, because today is the first time you commented in this live stream. So good to have you here. Are you planning the green background someday so you can display the old... Wait, no, you were there last time when we made the picture. Yeah, when Robot was in chat. I have the picture on in my phone, but I'm not really planning a green screen anytime soon. Koen, salut de se coucher. Yo, bonne nuit, Mark. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Skinwalkers, Bigfoot. Since when there is bread in the Netherlands? Yo, we love our bread, but also in France. Very good bread I bought today. Like 12 kids. Yo, Jen, welcome. Good to have you here as well. Welcome, welcome. It's nice. It's always nice to see you pop in. I went to 3 universities, did not finish one. The last one I'm still paying, so I do not get dropped out. My career was always first place, had no need for it. Just wanted to have a PhD. And if you want a PhD, you get the PhD. So it's nice. Yeah, everyone has their unique story. Now I'm a business development manager in e-commerce and love it. That's what I like to hear, Yeah, you don't always need a diploma and all that stuff. Happiness is, and I guess it's easy to say, of course, when you have some money, but happiness is not equal to the paycheck you get. So, and that's what you see in that video as well with the MIT surgeon guy and what I explained. Now, by the way, when I made the decision to stop my study, right, I didn't have the money that I have now and that So it was a decision based on passion. And happiness and energy. In my first few years of entrepreneurship, I earned less than I would have earned if I was a doctor in a hospital. But I didn't make the decision because I wanted to earn more money, because I wasn't going to earn more money with the decision dropping out of med school and follow working with those companies. But I was happy, right? I was more happy going to places and events and working with businesses and speaking at events and doing gaming and esports related stuff at all of these things and doing TV than sitting in the walls of an hospital. And that's why I made the decision. And it was very tough. It was mentally for 3 months I was thinking and doubting, but I made the decision. Best decision I ever made, period. But again, I had a good foundation to make the decision because I already had stuff up and running. But and now we're here, right? And life happens, and now we're into trading and YouTube and whatnot, and yeah. When people ask like, where do you think you're going to be in like a few years? I'm like, I have no clue. I have a plan, right? I have 5-year goals, I have 10-year goals and stuff, but it's more like an estimation, and I can make decisions based on it. But YouTube was never, by the way, in my 10-year and 5-year plan that I made early at the start of 2023. I always make it around New Year's Eve. I make my 10-year, like a new 10-year, 5-year, updated 10-year, 5-year, and a new 1-year plan. YouTube was not in there. But here we are, right? Trading was in there. YouTube wasn't in there. Now here we are, 1 year later. So yeah. It's not really respected or well paid here though, and sometimes no freedom at all. So I think bring more joy. Pink classes off. Yeah, may as well. Pookie influenced me to come here. Might as well become the next Koens. Become the next Koens. We're just gonna call you Sylvia. There's no like previous or next. It's the new Sylvia. Now that's a nice one, right? I don't say, but very old stuff. Not even, yeah. I mean, I agree. Nice story, by the way, Mr. Brownbug, as well. It's nice that you shared it here, you know. And I think there's many more people in the community that have similar stories. Like Pierre that I met in Avignon, he's an entrepreneur as well. He has a great story. He used to have a restaurant. He's into billboards and LEDs. Well, he had something else going on before that as well, like great entrepreneurial like stuff. He has a developer team somewhere. It's great. Like, you know, life finds its way, but you got to sometimes make the difficult decisions. Yeah, if you love the job, you know, that's most important. But you gotta enjoy it. You gotta get energy and wake up and be, you know, be happy. I need to find an old video from Koens presenting on TV. Let's say I'm not sure if the channel it's so. That's not TV, that's other stuff. This was a partnership with Vodafone. This was an interview podcast. This was also a bit of a podcast, really fun episode actually. Hosting, gaming. Yo, I'm not even sure if, wow, 13 years ago? Benelux Gaming Land interview MCon Koens. 13. I'm gonna check that out later. Oh well, here we have. So this was part of it, and there's so much stuff. I won't be surprised. So this was the announcement, right? Where, oh, you need a, so here on Fox Sports, right? But the Dutch College League was one of the competitions that we had. We also had a Counter-Strike and Dota competition. But fuck man, why can't I like just find it? Why is it so difficult? Like here, this is a picture from this is the chair. This is this is from TV. This picture is from TV. Young Capital was the sponsor of the show. So this was broadcasted on Fox Sports. I do have a picture from my mom. She took it from TV, but I don't know. You must be able to find something. But the TV show quit, I think in 2020 or 2021. I left at the end of 2019, and they eventually stopped, I think 2021 or 2022 actually. So I'm not sure if they still have stuff going on. So these are the shoutcasters, right? This was where the matches were played. It was all live. So yeah, here we had our studio. The game was being played at that moment in time. Predator was a sponsor as well. So I don't know why I can't just find a video, but you know, you'll search long enough, you'll probably find it. I agree, Boris. I agree. So in my case, of course, I don't have kids. I was a student. But also, how I set up my business back in the day is how I recommend it for everyone. Is besides your job, or in my case, my study, work on something. And once that starts taking off slowly, right, and you start to get paid from your business or trading, start to scale down on the job. Now, with regards to trading, they generally say first have savings of 6 months to 1 year, and then you can cut the job potentially and then put all your energy and effort in trading. I'm much more a fan of doing both the job and try to start a business, which trading is as well, by the way. And then once things start going well, right? That is where you can slow down on the job, go from 5 days to 4 days on the job, and then 1 day of your own business. And then eventually 3 days job, 2 days business, and stuff like that. That is how I would generally recommend starting. That's how I started I had pretty much a cutthroat decision, but I already had my business up and running. Like I was speaking, I was a television host, and I had businesses in the pipeline, just couldn't work with them. So I made the decision. But I already, of course, for years was doing stuff on the side, which was my gaming career. So I recommend to also, if you have kids in the family, don't just quit. Never just quit. Try to build something on the side, and once that starts going, make a decision. My goal with YouTube. I actually got a. 1 second. I think I have my goals. I'm not sure what I wrote down. Let's see. 5. What was the? Yeah, so of course I have a 1, 5, and 10 year. But I think I have to be a bit more specific because, sorry, I didn't expect all the YouTube stuff. So yeah. So YouTube, let's see, it's very much subscriber related. It's difficult. So the thing is, with YouTube, when I started, so I have my plans in front of me. So when I started with YouTube, I started because I got questions about Elliott waves. And I eventually, update 3 times a day, and now we're here. So I never really had a very strong vision, but I recently spoke about it with my wife as well, and sometimes on the live streams I talk about it as well, is more and more and I have not written this down in my goals, because it's I never really had a clear vision. But the more I think about it, the more I want to go into it's in the educational side is helping people to understand and use Elliott waves, but very simple. Like the problem with Elliott waves is it's generally regarded as very difficult, and it's not easy. But I don't think, like, it's so incredibly valuable, and I want more people to get to know the theory and use the theory. So I would have a goal that is related to this, which is of course more Elliott wave related, which is more towards the education side. So in other words, potentially thinking about more educational content on the YouTube channel. more trading related educational content on the YouTube channel, doing offline events, right? So where I can meet people and then train them in either Elliott waves, but also trading related. So because in the end you want to trade Elliott waves and build a plan. So I have a goal that is more educational Elliott waves and trading. More and more a vision that because I love helping people, so that would fit the helping part. My medical study was helping people as well. So the more I think about it, the more I want to open the world of Elliott waves to a bigger audience, but doing that in a very simplistic way that people are not getting scared of shit. I can't. It's too much. So I want to help people get over that hurdle and get into this amazing theory, but at the same time help people to build that plan and strategy, which I already do in Diamond, but then open it up more. So maybe make it a separate thing. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it. With YouTube goals are mainly subscriber related. What is this? I don't have a 5-year. Oh no, I don't have a 5-year YouTube goal. Neither do I have a 10-year YouTube. I have to update these. Also, the startup that I had but quit, is also still in my 5 and 10-year goal. I do have a 1-year goal though, which was 50k subscribers. Yeah. So when I started the channel in February 2023, I said, okay, by the end of the year, I think my goal was 5.7k subscribers, and that was based on some videos that I watched online on how well people did, and I had 5.8, so I was like, wow, that's great. But and then I was like, 50k. I want to be bold, and then I was like, what do I have to do for this? I gotta start professionalizing the channel. I gotta start having more professional banners. I gotta start doing marketing. I would need to, and that's where we go now, like change the titles, change the banners again a little bit, and professionalize the channel. And I might not reach 50k this year, but it's about the process of thinking that makes you go towards 50k. That's the gain. So 50k is so far away from the 5.8 I had at the beginning of this year, but it gives me a way of thinking of, okay, if I do want to reach 50k, what do I need to do? And then it helps me to identify improvements on the channel. Like, okay, I gotta do this in the community. I gotta improve my thumbnails. I gotta have an employee. Jeroen is the first one. I gotta do marketing. I gotta do maybe advertisements. Okay, I need a marketing partner. Get in touch with a marketing partner. I need a website. I need and this will then help me to move forward. And the bigger the YouTube channel, because this comes back to education, the more people I can reach, the more people I can help. And of course, there's many reasons why people follow my channel. One is learning Elliott waves. 2 is getting a better idea of where the market might be moving to. And 3 is people trade the stuff that I show online, but there's no financial advice. So of course everything is educational, like it says in the description. But the more people you can reach, the more people you can help to learn more about Elliott waves and see the relevancy and the fun, and and find their own style, combining it with their own plan, because I think it's such a valuable asset in your toolbox. So yeah, the 1 year, that's the 1 year I have on the right here. That one has a YouTube goal, but on my 5 and 10 year, I actually don't, because I have a speaking goal, I have a trading and investing goal, I have a real estate goal, and then I have my old business, which was Parents of Play. I had a goal as well, but old business, I stopped that one. So yeah, And then the 10-year goals is also speaking, trading, investing, real estate, and parents of play. Yeah. And then I also have goals, lifestyle, house, cars, daily routine, holidays, net worth, sports. Yeah, that's also on my pieces of paper. So, yeah. I gotta think about it, But yeah, there you go. To be happy. Yeah. But I do what I love. I love what I do. I'm happy every day. The fact that I'm still here and my wife is in bed. I love my wife. I gotta go to my wife. She'll kick my ass if I don't. So, but I really enjoy what I do, and already for years, many years, I love being a medical student, but I love the gaming and esports industry more, and and now we're here, and I have the freedom to also do what I want to do. Make the choice to move to the south of France, and I of course I realize it is a I don't know if this is the correct word, but a luxury position or something. But it's just a buildup of choices I made, which now led to me being in this position, I suppose. Mark is still here. This guy can't go to sleep, but you want to have fun along the way, but you guys all make it fun. Including you, Mr. Brownlock, of course. I love community. That's why I love live streams. I love talking to everyone. I love talking about different things. We start with the analysis, and then eventually we go and chatting and Q&A, and I love this, I really enjoy this stuff. So also thanks all for bringing me that joy. I'm in Nice. So that's where I live in Nice. Kunon TEDx. We must do a big voice chat soon. Yeah, I mean in Discord actually. Yeah? So we have the voice channel, of course, down here. Not used too much publicly. I'm sometimes in the chatting channel in Diamond here, but not last few days. But yeah, we should. It's interesting. You fly into Nice. You're flying to my hometown now. I moved here yesterday. Let me quickly go through this and go to bed, guys. Holy moly. MT, what's up? How you doing? Let's see if there's any urgence. Is the range included in the plans? Yeah, we will observe, but tomorrow is probably early. Like there will be a morning update. And then an evening live stream, I think, and then the afternoon I'll explore and do stuff with the wife and build my desk. Sunday I will go karting with Don Carl. He's a community member. He invited me to go karting, which is really cool with some friends of his, and I love go karting. So and then we should be back at about like 2 p.m. ish. So I guess there will be a live stream then in the afternoon, and then an update evening or something, or just a live stream in the evening, and then Monday planning to get back at it. Surely, I'm happy to share that. Fastlane forum. 1 second. There we go. There you go. Check out these 2 videos. What? MJ DeMarco is my favorite author, and that's where I got it from. I've been using it for a long time already, and watch that, and you'll be able to make make a 1, 5, and 10-year plan. I know. There's still many goals I have. Yeah, the problem with the TEDx video is they forgot to put my microphone on in the first 6 minutes or 7 minutes. And the reason that TEDx didn't want to share the video, like it's on the website and stuff, yeah, sure. But the reason they didn't want to push it is because of the microphone quality, because it's not up to their standards. But that's because I was the first speaker, I was the opening speaker, and they forgot to put the microphone on. Oh shit! Yeah. Is there a target that we may hit now that we? Not really. The problem with the completed wave 2 at the moment is this retracement to the upside is quite high. That hit the 618, but now you took the low again. So automatically we're looking for a bigger corrective structure now from a probabilities perspective. Cheers, Boris. Yeah, I mean, that's perfectly fine to me. Yeah, I mean, mentor, educator, like, we're all a community, like we're all learning. You know, I also still learn, but I hope to share experiences and share knowledge with others. So yeah, happy to have you here, Boris. It's gonna be a good time. Jouke. Yeah. I see where you are. Yeah. She does call it a Beerlo, yeah. Brabants, yo. Brabant. The pocketbook. Yes, that is in the planning I have with Jeroen. But Jeroen is currently so over here you can see he wrote me 8 messages, but I can't open on stream. I don't know what he wrote about. Yeah, that's definitely stuff, ongoing stuff. But first, before the pocketbook, we first want to finish an Elliott Wave PDF, which is a lot more, has a lot more information and tips and tricks that you'll see in pretty much any other Elliott Wave PDF. So that's what we're working on. And Jeroen is doing an amazing job. How many want to bet that will be fulfilled? I don't think so. But yeah, you never know. Stalking Pookie. Sounds like a good goal, no? Making sure that Wizard actually spends time with you. Yes, sir. You can have, of course, a very short B and then now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you really want to see a deeper move down towards 57k in that case now. But it's weekend, and B would be incredibly short, so it's not great probabilities. I fly to Nice. I'm in Cannes. Look at you guys. Everyone is here. What can we expect over the weekend? Is the range? Oh, yeah. So weekend range, highest probabilities, staying between 61k and 66.9, preferably 66.6. Looking for a highest probability would be to look for your B or X. Look for a bigger sideways structure, or at least a bigger range. Of course, B can be a triangle as well. A running triangle, B, and then C. So then in that case, you have A 5-wave structure, A, B, C, D, E, triangle, and then down. But by all means, probability is higher for a range. Yeah. Adam also moving and having some time to make baguettes. Could speak about how to sell stuff online. Let me wait. I'll write down your name in my Word document that I have, like a list of names and people from the community that do things that can lead to cooperation or helping one another. Yeah, they're definitely interested. E-commerce is it, of course. Eventually, I got many questions about, where can I get your cap? But it's I don't have a merch store, so I eventually need that as well. Must be connected to the website. Yeah, lots of stuff to still work on, but yeah, stay in touch for sure. It's an interesting industry. Send me the restaurant. We're gonna visit it, Shem. We're gonna visit his place. Jeremy Vasquez, welcome back. That's been a while. Good to have you here, man. Welcome. How are you doing? Vasquez always makes me think of that airplane series. Personal, family, and professional. Always look for better. Yes. Always good to have common goals. Go to sleep. I know. Okay. Target for B-Wave. There you go. Total would be a Sunday altcoin stream count. That would be that's for Sunday, but total on the high time frame, still high probabilities for a move up. But yeah, let's check that during the altcoin. But by the way, we did total. Now that we actually did total. Lol, that's my interview. I'm gonna watch that later. This is an interview of me when I was. It's 13 years ago, so I was 18. 18-year-old professional gamer Koen Schobbers. We actually did total. Oh no, that was the others chart. Did we do total somewhere? Nifty 50. Oh, we did the others. Total is already a while ago. Yeah, we can do the total stream or total chart in the next one. Okay, yeah, it's time to go, guys. Time to go. Yo. Okay, have a good night. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for talking. Thanks, Adam, for the baguette. This is going to be such a legendary baguette. Here. What a guy. Adam making his baguette. Making the baguette. Yeah, nice. Thanks everyone for being here. Tomorrow will be an update somewhere in the morning. Preferably we go for a run in the morning. So it might be late morning. We still have some stuff to do. But we're back, and I'm in France now, not in the Netherlands anymore. So merci beaucoup indeed. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Mark is also still here. Maybe a Band-Aid. Cheers, man. Thanks for being here. Jeroen at the beginning. Mark didn't go to bed. Mark has to go to bed as well. Maybe a Band-Aid. Enjoy your evening. And everyone else, guys, thanks for being here. And au revoir indeed. Have a good one. I'm going to see you again tomorrow.